Yeah.
Can you tell us more, like,
About what that's
it's so
about?
cool that Nicole is giving some mythology to it.
Yes, it is really cool. It's just really nice to see Nicole in the state of, like, she's more connected to purgatory than I think she originally thought, or anyone originally thought. It might not be such a coincidence that she's there after all. So I really think there's something very interesting with that. I think it's also very scary for her because she's just getting these memories and fragments. It's not a full memory for her, so she obviously has something that was so traumatic and so repressed in her that she's just getting it in these little bits and things that look familiar. And when she heard the name Bouchard, it twigged something in her. And there's all these little clues, but she can't quite put it together yet. And I think that's a really scary place for her to be because she's not someone who's very comfortable being off balance like that. So it's nice out of her to see. Yeah, me too. I'm excited to see how you guys react to it.
We're going to get more of her backstory. I mean, we found out, surprise, she was married.
Yeah.
She may have been involved in this. She may be a survivor. Anything else?
We got a ton of her backstory, how she came to purgatory, why she came to purgatory, and I think just like her family situation and the type of environment she was raised in, which was really surprising for me. It was not what I was expecting from the character. It's not what I originally thought. So it was just really nice to have an opportunity to just completely imagine this woman who's been such a huge part of my life. So I really enjoyed finding out a lot more about her.
Is she going to get a meet the parent moment with Mama Earp?
She is going to get a meet. Yeah, she does get to interact with Mama Earp, and it's really fun. I think everyone kind of like, if you're dating someone, you're always worried about how their parents are going to react to you. And I think too, it's like she had such a hard time winning Wynonna over, and she sees a lot of Wynonna in Mama Earp. So I think she's definitely nervous about this one. She's like, oh my God, another strong Earp. I don't know if I can handle it, but I think she definitely rises to the challenge.
What can you tell us about Wayhat's dynamic this season versus seasons past?
I think we see these two women, they've gone through so much, right? Like they've gone through finding out about a wife and, kissing another person, and Nicole withholding Waverly's DNA results from her parentage results from her. And I think we find a couple in season 3 that's like really moved past that, and they've really chosen to be together and to forgive and to have honest conversations about these things with each other, and that they're like, hey, we're moving on together, and we're moving on stronger for it. And so I just think we see a couple at the beginning of season 3 in a really solid place, and it's very nice to see. Yeah.
What's her backstory going to be told?
How is it going to be told? In a non-spoilery way. Let's see. How is it going to be told? Well, I think it's going to be slowly revealed piece by piece with the revelation of the Cult of Bullshark connection. So that's a big one. And then pieced together with, what can I say? Nicole has had an interaction with somebody that she didn't realize she had at a young age. Yeah. I'll say that.
How would you say she's changed the most since season 1?
Oh wow. I think she's become, I think she's just had a lot more trust in herself. I think she was new to her position and was playing good cop, but was really doubting if she was a good cop and what that meant and how she fit into the group. And I think by season 3, we see someone who's really confident in their abilities and confident of who they are in relation to the team and what place they hold on the team. And it also has been a great journey for me as an actor because I felt that way at the beginning of season 1. I felt that they weren't 100% sure what they wanted to do with the character of Nicole, and I really felt like I didn't know where I was to fit in the story. And I think now in season 3, I just felt as an actor and as a character, so I knew my place, I knew what my job was, and it felt so nice. Yeah, it felt really nice.
Nicole-Wynonna relationship has been interesting too. Will we get to explore that more in season 4?
Yeah, we will. There's some really fun Haught dynamic coming up. I just love these two women. You put them together, and they're just so incredibly different. They're two people who probably wouldn't be friends if life hadn't thrown them together. But there's obviously huge trust. For Wynonna to trust Nicole with literally the safety of getting her baby out of purgatory was huge, and that's the person who she called on when she needed it the most. And I think that just speaks volumes rooms for the unspoken love between these two women, and there's so much respect and there's so much trust. Yes, they may not be best friends. Yes, they're cut from very different cloths, but they do really love each other and very much trust each other.
Can you talk about the teamwork between Dolls and Nicole this season?
Yes.
I asked Shamier, but he said to ask you.
So I think, well, I think what I realized is between seasons 2 and 3, I think Nicole and Dolls have built a really strong relationship. So I think she kind of confided a lot of these things that she was feeling to him about, I don't know what this bullshit thing is, but it's sounding really familiar. It's making me feel weird. It's bringing up these strange memories. I don't know where it's coming from. And I think she sees him as the other person who has some sort of police training, because we're not in Black Badge anymore. Purgatory is kind of going to shit, and we're just trying to hold it together. So he's the authority figure from his side of the office, and I'm kind of, as Nedley entrusts more to Nicole, becoming more of the authority figure on my side of the office. And I think she's just like trying to reach out to someone else to say, how are we going to hold this together? Like, what are we going to do? And you're kind of the leader over there. So what's the plan? And I think it's really nice to see they got really close between the two seasons, and I think Nicole built a beautiful relationship with him off camera. So it's fun to pick us up where we are and much closer. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Thank you so